evident that in a chaotic relationship amongst church folks, the women seem to always receive a pat on their back. Why nobody gives a hoot about the man, even if everyone in the world knows that the woman is the problem? Is it written anywhere in the Bible that men should always be at the receiving end of the cane, while the woman should always be protected, even if she's a malignant witch?
I reject that word in Jesus' name. Oh, there's no witch wife in this house. Okay. I think part of the problem with the man asking the question about the men don't get to be commended, they just keep getting the cane, is because predominantly the abusers in relationships are men. So we tend to talk to the men more than we do to the woman. But there are definitely exceptions to the rule. I mean, I've stood here and I said, how many men took their wife out in the last blah, blah, blah? And I'm sure most of the men were saying, they have started again. But you see the reaction in the hall when I said, how many women have taken their husbands out? And there was a roar from the men because finally somebody's looking at the women. I think that whenever we stand to talk about relationships, it is critical that we bring balance to the whole thing. You can't keep blaming one side because it takes two to tango. We can't keep doing that. I tend to blame the men a lot simply because I'm a woman. But I started learning early on, if you do that, then you're, one, not being fair. Two, you shut down the men from ever accepting anything you have to say. But I'm sure after I said to the women, how many of you have taken your husbands out? I'm sure many men's hearts opened up to hear whatever I have to say because she's fair. It's critical that we're fair, especially in the church. Now, the issue of the woman who says she does everything and he still finds fault, that will be the crux